Hello guys and welcome back. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the best warband fighters that there are currently. Now these guys play multiplayer pretty much every day. They've got thousands of hours of experience, which turns them into some of the best warband players you'll ever see, and these guys are just insane. Honestly, watching them fight is just amazing. Now you're probably wondering, how do you decide who the best warband players are? Now there is a simple answer to this. There are multiple teams that enter this competition called the Warband Pro League, and then it works up in stages, finally reaching the final. Now in the final you battle it out, and whichever team wins actually wins a $1,500 prize, which is a lot of money. I was actually really shocked about how much money you can actually win in these things just for being good at a video game. Now there's definitely one stereotype I want to throw out the window in this video, and that is that warband multiplayer people just spam with two-handed swords and spin and spaz around with it. But there's actually a lot more grace and effort and skill that goes into becoming as good as these people actually are. And this is especially the case not just with melee weapons, but with archers. Some of the archers in this game are insane. They can drop people who have one-handers and shields without a problem. They're that accurate. I mean, the only way to do that is either by shooting them in the feet or the head, or somehow getting behind them. But it's just insane to watch. Now this presents a certain problem with this competition. You cannot use two-handers because the archers will just destroy you. They're that good and that accurate, no matter how much dodging you do. So most of the time you will actually find people fighting with either a bow or a one-hander and shield. Anyway, I've drifted away from what I actually wanted to speak about. Basically, I'm going to be commentating on the regional EU final between the two best teams in Europe who are both playing for $1,500. And it's a big privilege to actually be asked to do this. Also, I'll be commentating with Captain Lust, or Frank Elliott, as many of you will know him. He's a community manager at Tailworlds, and he basically does all the Bannerlord vlogs. He also made the Invasion update, and he's just a really nice guy, and it's going to be interesting to actually commentate with him. More importantly, me and Captain Lust will be commentating this live on Twitch, and the link will be down in the description, which will take you to the Twitch page. Now the stream is happening on the 22nd of January, which is a Sunday, at 7:30 GMT, or 7:30 GMT. Now I'm sure you'll be able to find your equivalent time zone for that. Now I'd like to quickly explain how the matches between these teams actually work. So the teams are an 8 versus 8, and the teams are also able to choose any combination of infantry, archers or cavalry they want. They can change between classes between rounds, but can only switch out of players at the ends of sets. For me to explain what sets are, I'm going to need to explain everything else that goes along with them. So each game is 2 maps, and there are 2 sets on each map, and each set is the first to 3 rounds. Now that probably sounds quite confusing when I speak it to you, but I'll include it down in the description if you want to read through it. Also, it will become quite clear when you actually go ahead and watch the stream. There are also 3 ways to win a battle. The first way is to kill all of the other team, and the third is to raise a flag to the top of the pole, and the third is to have your flag actually be higher and make sure you have a person standing next to it than the other team's flag when the round timer ends. On screen now you can see the first map we're going to be using, and it's a very infantry based map where lots of infantry build-ups will happen, and it's going to be very close quarter fighting. And the second map is more of an open one where you'll see a lot of cavalry, and I think that's going to be the better of the two. Finally, I'd like to tell you who will be taking part in this fight. The first team is Apis Europae, I think that's how you pronounce it, who have won the tournament a massive 9 times, which is ridiculous, versus another team called Random Potatoes, who are a mix of the only 2 teams ever to beat AE in a tournament final, AE being Apis Europae, who are the 9-time winners. So basically, these guys are the best team in Warband that you'll probably ever see, and the fighting is going to be insane. Anyway, I think that's all I have to talk about for this video. If you're interested in watching the stream, make sure to go ahead down in the description. Make sure you know what the stream times are, so 7:30 GMT on the 22nd of January. Also, the link to the Twitch stream will be down there, and basically everything you need to know. Also, I'd like to point out, this isn't going to be my main upload over the next few days. I have got a Bear Force 2 mod Call to Arms event However, I am waiting for Lionheart and Apollo to actually put their Star Wars videos up, and then I can upload mine, because I don't want to be uploading my ones before theirs, because that just isn't very nice. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely brilliant day, and I will see you in the next one.